So whatever, we played better, but that's not what this league is about. That's a game right there that was there to be won. There were plays to be made and you've got to make them. That was a quote from Steve Clifford after the Magic lost to Philadelphia back in October. We've got to stop with that shit. You know what, you either win or you lose. We're good enough to win. There's none of this, we played hard. We're not doing that anymore. Steve Clifford after the GSW loss. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Manze's Magic. Haven't talked to y'all since the draft with Mo Bamba and company. Good to be back. Just want to start things off with those quotes because I thought those were two really good quotes by head ball coach Steve Clifford. That's not who this team is anymore. We've already proven that winning is what we need to be doing. Now, myself as a Magic fan, I don't get too hyped. I've done that for the past few years. I've watched us get high expectations or, above average expectations and then flop miserably. So I'm taking moral victories. Steve Clifford isn't. And I'm not going to complain with that. He shouldn't. He's the head coach. He shouldn't be settling for stuff like that. And even though we, held Kevin Durant to 11 points in the first half, we still let him explode in the second half. And yes, of course, that had to do with Aaron Gordon going out of the game with a back injury. But still, same with Damian Lillard. We shut him down in the first half and went insane in the fourth quarter, really, the third and fourth quarter, and then sealed the game with 2 free throws. So, in my eyes, those were, hey, you know what, these are pretty good losses. But in his eyes, those were games that should have been won. And we wrap up the road trip that we've been on now tonight, actually, as I record this against the Miami Heat. We're sitting at 9-13 in our horrendous Southeast Division. But the road trip, we could have been 4-1. We went 2-3. Season sweep with the Lakers, getting blown out by Denver, and beating an easy Phoenix team. Wrap up that road trip. But I think they can beat the Heat tonight and get back to 500. We're sitting at the 8th seed right now. The East is incredibly weak. I'm going to say it right now, even though I just told myself that I don't like to get overhyped. If we keep continuing to play the way we are, we're going to make the playoffs. And sure, if that means an 8 seed getting swept by Toronto in the first round, so be it. Making the playoffs would be a huge step in the right direction for this organization. I don't care if it hurts our draft. This isn't, you've got Zion, you've got a couple other guys. I like where we're at. I think we need to go get more experienced players, to be honest. The draft should not be that important. Maybe we could trade the pick and go for a better shooting guard. Because I reached out to Josh Robbins, who's the beat writer for the Orlando Magic for The Athletic, and asked him if Evan Fournier had reached his ceiling. And he came back and hit me with, he's only 25. He just needs to improve his passing and this and that and the other. Well, the games I've watched, he just needs to make better decisions, and I feel like he's already been stuck. He's going to continue to make decisions that he thinks are the best, which are not. He's not the person that we want the ball in his hands at the end of the game. And yeah, sure, he made a game winner earlier this season, but I'd rather see Vooch with the ball, especially this season, the way he's been playing. Same with Terrence Ross or Aaron Gordon. Evan needs to redefine his role as not the go-to guy anymore because we don't need him to be that guy. I could give the ball to Vooch 9 times out of 10 and he'll score. And Aaron, he's vastly improved. And T. Ross, I don't know what happened to him after he came back from his injury. He's like, hey, guess what? I can shoot the basketball again. And he's been shooting really, really efficiently. So I'd like that to keep going. I'm kind of curious to see what you all would like to hear from me because I could continue going on just like overview of what's going on with the Magic. I'd like to do one of these like once a week. Maybe just like a quick overview of where the team's at and then like highlight one player and kind of talk to you about them because I feel like I could talk for days about just the Magic themselves, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of you don't know who they are. So prime example of that. Oh boy, here I go. The Knicks have Mario Hezonja now, as you know. I've been depressed about that. Or maybe you don't know. Obviously, I've been a Mario lover since day one. He had a dunk the other night over Giannis, and he stepped over him on the way back, just like AI to Ty Lue. So people were like, wow, like he blew up Twitter, people were freaking out. And like there were so many comments of like, who the hell is that? And wow, I didn't even know he could dunk a basketball. It's like, all right, chill out. The dude's like 6'8". Of course he can dunk a basketball. And, you know, me being a Magic fan, obviously I'm going to know him more than a lot of other fans. He is an incredible dunker. Like he had some pretty sick dunks the last couple seasons. But that's what I feel like there are quite a few of those on the Magic. If you don't know the Bulls or the Magic, you probably don't know who Jaren Grant is. I mean, shoot, people still don't even know who Vooch is, even though he should be an Eastern Conference All-Star this season. There's no reason why he shouldn't be. I mean, dude has been shooting lights out, averaging like 21 points a game, 11 rebounds per game. It's amazing, though. You know, I feel like we've been scoring more than we used to. But, like, I look at some of our scores, and, you know, we beat the... we beat the Suns. We put up only 99, but they only put up 85. They're terrible. But then we scored only 87 against the Nuggets, 91 against the Raptors, 96 against the Pistons. We are 25th in the league in points per game at 105.8 points per game. That's incredible. Over 105 points a game, and we're 25th in the league. We're not doing very well in the rebound department either, but, I mean, that's just not Vooch's game. But we're 6th in the league in assists per game and 7th in points allowed. So we still have a differential of about 2 where teams outscore us. I think we're the only team that's technically in the playoffs right now that has a negative point differential. And yes, I am confirming that. Yes, that's all we have. Which is interesting because you'd think we'd be a lot worse if that was the case, but nope. So, like, points per game, like, the teams worse than us are Utah, Memphis, Chicago, Phoenix, and Cleveland. Those are all bad teams. Except for, Memphis is playing better than expected this year, but, you know, Cleveland is just awful. I'm really intrigued. This year has really intrigued me more than other years. And, you know, I actually found an archived Manze's Magic that I never posted. Right around Thanksgiving, and I listened to it. So it was probably like a week ago last year I'd recorded this, and it was right when I wrote an article for River City Rogue talking about how I was so excited, you know, Magic and the Jags were both looking really good, and then the Magic lost 9 in a row. But we had a lot of injuries last year. Isaac was one of those key injuries that we had where he brought a spark to the second unit, and without him there, it was miserable. We couldn't score a bucket when the backups were in. You know, you build like maybe an 8-point lead with the starters, and then the backups would come in and you'd be down eight. You know, it's like that's gonna hurt us. Luckily, this year we haven't had that. The only injury I can think of is, you know, Aaron was out for like a game and a half with his back injury. Terrence like bummed an ankle, but that was only for like a little bit. And then Timothy Mozgov's been out all season, and I always forget he's on the team until I see him on the sideline looking all goofy. So we've been blessed to stay healthy. I hope we continue to stay healthy. And I really have good thoughts on this team, and I really hope it maintains. Before I let you go, I just wanted to add that the best uniforms I think I've seen so far this year was actually when my boy Brandon was at the Nuggets-Lakers game in Denver, because that's where he lives, and the Nuggets rainbow like city edition jerseys are beautiful. Like, if anyone has a hookup for cheap NBA jerseys and can hook me up with the Nuggets like that rainbow look, hit me up, because I would love one. But that's all I got for now. Just wanted to pop in and kind of just get my feet wet again with Manze's Magic. Thanks for listening. If you haven't already, Follow me on Twitter. I tweet a lot about the Magic at Keith Manze. You can like me on Facebook at Manze's Magic. I don't have a Twitter, but I'll be posting these hopefully on... I will, for sure. I'll be posting these episodes on River City Rogue as well. So you can listen to them via that or via iTunes. So thank you all for listening, and catch you next time.